afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. And before I start, I want to thank you, Mr. Deepak ji, for giving us an opportunity to present here. My name is Ankur. I'm solution architect with Varonis. 25 plus year with security industry. Prior to Varonis, I was with CrowdStrike, stayed there for around 7 years, worked with Palo Alto Network, Trend Micro, McAfee, Intel Security. In last 20 decades, what I have seen, every 2 years, the business problem changes. Security problem changes. And what I have seen that customers, they've been goes on the toss and they've been throwing one security solution on other in a very disjointed fashion. Something what was relevant 2 years back, it's not relevant today. If we talk about malware viruses, just want to check from the audience. Have you ever, anyone in the audience have seen any virus found on the machine in last 1 year? It was a big problem like a couple of years back. We used to get zero-day attacks. Are we talking about sandboxing anymore? No. But again, one thing is consistent. If we talk about breaches, breaches are not stopping. Every second day, we see a customer getting compromised. So what we see, the team on the other side, again, they are also humans, but they are innovating fast than what we are doing. And we have breaches. What do you see? What is the problem? I just want to make this interaction a little like so. What do you see? What is the problem? So why customers are getting compromised? Any takeaway from this slide? Do you see? Everyone has firewalls, EDRs, DLPs, ZTNA. Again, right-hand side I have mapped that what are the problems coming in. What do you see? What is the problem? Since last 20 years, what adversaries want? They want to get hold of our data. But the technologies what we are putting in, malwares, firewalls, gateways, these are all threat-centric technologies. Do they understand data? No. And again, if you look at this report from Verizon, 86% of attacks we see they are because of identity compromise. So attackers are not cracking in, they are logging in. They're using your legitimate credentials to get into your network. So when they log in with your credential, there is no alarm created by these technologies. Second problem what I see with the customers is the awareness. Can I have anyone from the manufacturing or anyone in the government? Yeah. So if we talk about manufacturing organization, if tomorrow you would be breached, do you know who are those guys who will breach into your network? No. If we talk about other customers, so like who is behind your data, we don't know about it. But when we talk about these adversaries, they know about your network, they know about your team, they know about your colleagues, and what social media platform they use. So we see a huge gap both in the knowledge and the technologies, and we see that these bad guys are winning much faster. Now, again, when we talk about other problems, what we see in the last couple of years, when we talk about our blast radius, it has grown retently. Anybody knows what is blast radius? Blast radius is the data. If my identity is compromised, what all data would be accessible? If an attacker comes into my network with my identity, what all data he can access? That's my blast radius. Without doing anything, he would be able to have access to that data. So what we see that today when we are collaborating, we are moving to application like Box, OneDrive, SharePoint, because now we have to share information, we have to collaborate with our partners, we have to collaborate with our customers. So what we have now, the data has multiple copies. So I have a data in my laptop, but if I need to share with my vendor, I can't share it on mail because mail has a restriction, can't send file more than 40 MB. I have to put it in a platform, so my credential data is there in the social media platforms or collaboration platform, and I just right click, put that ID and share it with that guy. My data is getting shared. Second problem what we see now coming with the AI. So Pawan Duggalji also talked about that AI is coming in. Again, the last colleague also talked about it. So again, what we see with AI, when we talk about the blast radius, the access of files what you have, day one, AI also inherit your rights and it has access to those data. As a human, I'm not going and touching those files to whom I have access to, but AI can do it. Just a quick video I have. So I was trying to download a more aggressive video, but I was not allowed because again my AI stopped in. But today when we talk about customers, what we see here, if you see on the right hand side, there are some of the collaboration apps or the AI apps which we are using. But word is shifting toward this side. Now organizations are embedding AI in their platforms, in their data. We understand as we give more data to AI, they are more effective. But what we see, people are on this paradox that do we give access to our data to AI or not? And there's a survey which is being done. Only 3% of data is being accessed to the AI tools. Customers are still afraid, even giving ChatGPT and Copilot in their environment. Reason behind it, the moment you enable these tools, so anyone who comes and write a prompt, like are there any credential files, just a random prompt I put into my system and it went ahead and got those credentials. Then I summarize these credentials in a formatted way, and if you see here, AI went around to all the SharePoints what I had and collected all the credentials for this. Now, when I talk about if my identity compromise happened, attacker came into my network and he just wrote a simple command, are there credentials, or give me credential that belongs to databases, without even doing any attack or any intrusion in your network, he has the credentials. If you look around the break-even time, so breakout time has been reduced around 26 to 27 minutes. That is the time what an adversary today takes from the initial compromise to do a little movement inside your network. And customers are getting breached. One more example. So one of the guy, again, he sent that, do you see any document with employees? Very random prompt, and AI went around, looked into the documents, and surfaced the social security number, even the salaries of the employees. Then the guy got a little more keen and just want to check that are there some bonuses around? And he put this prompt. So he also got this output back that there are two guys in the organization to whom there was a $500 appraisal which was given. So again, that's the smartness of AI. So again, that's the reason what we see most of the customers, they are afraid of onboarding AI, and there's a risk which is associated. If the data is not rightly secured, it can get accessed. Like what was the problem if you see in this scenario? There was an HR, and there was a folder for HR which was exposed org-wide. Anyone in the organization have access to it. But as a user, users were not going down to that folder, looking into the files. But the moment we blended AI into it, AI can go and surface all the documents or the data which they have access to. They can reference it. Now, what we see the problems around? What are the three key barriers what we see when we talk about safely onboarding AI? First thing what we see today when we talk about the IT guys, they don't know what IT tools are being used in their environment. When we talk about shadow AI, it's a big problem. Now what companies are doing, they are onboarding people who are from the AI background, they are developing AI application, they are the new gen guys, but when we talk about the security team, they are still the old guys. They even don't know what these LLMs work, what are these MCP servers, how this model works, they're not educated. Even they even don't have the clear visibility of their data. Secondly, when we talk about the blast radius, again, customers are not in control. As we see, data is at multiple places. So what is their blast radius? They are not visible. And third problem, what we see in the industry, that everyone today, when we talk about stopping breaches, people have built their SOCs. But we are talking to customers, CISOs and CIOs, they are not getting value out of their SOCs. If we talk about a very basic SOC, 24/7, do you know how many people are required? Just a guess. If I have one team lead, 2 people working with him, 3 guys. I got 3 shifts, 9 guys. If I factor my weekends, holidays, minimum team of 15 people I have to keep. And do you feel you have the threat hunters of 15 in your organization to manage your SOC? So we see skill set is a big concern. And again, the customers who have built their SOC, again, they got compromised. They're not getting ROI. So again, we see that detecting threats in real time, it's a problem with the customers. They are not able to do it, and they are getting compromised. Varonis, we are 20 years old organization. We build a ground-up solution. We have 8,000 customers around the globe, and we build this platform for 3 outcomes. First is the find, where we give customers the visibility of their data where it lives. Whether data is on-prem, it's on cloud, it's on third-party data center. We give you the visibility of your data. Not only the visibility of the data, we also tell you that what is the risk associated with that data. What data is overexposed? Who has access to this data? And the second outcome, what we help customers is fix. So we have built those automation in last 20 years that if we see any data which is overexposed, with those automation, I can go and fix that data. A very layman example, let's say there is a folder which has been exposed to org-wide, 2,000 people. But I see only 5 people access that data. So tool can automatically understand what are the folders which are org-wide exposed, what is the data which is stale, not been accessed. So if there is a folder in which the data is there and not been accessed for last 5 years, why you want to keep that data to be shared to everyone? Or if there is a folder and everyone has access and people are not accessing to it, why you want the access of those people? So this automation automatically looks into the staleness of the data, look into the activity of the data, and automatically create a rule that only keeps access of those 5 people and revoke access of everyone, that the data is being secured. Third outcome, what we give to our customer is alert. So what we also do as we integrate with your environment, we also start building the baselines for you. So we have a UBA module into it. So we build 2 baselines. One is the organization level baseline, and second is the user level baseline. So what machine you log in from, at what time you log in from, what are your normal timings, what kind of data you touch. And the moment see any deviation to that access level, we raise an alarm. And we also have automation built into it. If we need to take any action, we can go and fire those scripts for it. Let's take an example. So Ankur, as a user, I normally log in from my laptop. I log in from Delhi. But one fine day, Ankur logged in from Delhi in the morning, 9 a.m. And then I got a second event, Ankur logged in from US. Then Ankur logged in from Russia. So technically, it's not possible I can do that geo-hopping. That's a change in behavior. Or one fine day, Ankur normally looks into the IT data, started looking into the finance data. So the moment I see a deviation into the behavior of the user, we can raise an alarm. And plus, if there is a remediation to be done directly from the console, there can be a script which is fired. I can enforce Ankur for 2-factor authentication, or I can block his access, or I can revoke his access to the data. That's the alert part. Second thing, what we see as AI is coming in, so we also built an AI platform which is one of the completest platform in the industry. We took care of all the aspects what customers require today to safely onboard AI tools. So we start with the AI inventory. So where we give you the visibility of the AI tools which are being used in your environment. So we integrate with your AWS, Azure, and start building the inventories, that what are the PaaS inventories, what are the SaaS inventories, what are the AI models installed in your network. Second is AI SPM, where we give you that what are the shortcomings in your AI tools, what are the libraries, what are the vulnerabilities we see there. Then if you're building your own agentic AI, so we have a complete module for AI pen testing, so where you can go and do the pen testing of your AI model. So we use the top OSO apps. Plus, we also have an AI. So let's say I see a model which is for HR. So model can automatically frame prompts looking at the HR behavior and automatically do the testing for it. So we use AI to do that red teaming for you, so it will automatically tune the prompts, tune the attacks based on the HR, and will do the testing. And at the end, it gives you the complete report that these are the tests which are being passed by AI, these are tests which are being failed. Third thing, when we talk about the guardrails, so again, we understand the data. So again, the agent to the model, we want to put any guardrails that this prompt should not be put to the model, or this data when comes back from the model should not be given to the user. So we can define those guardrails, we can take it. Then we do the AI monitoring. So again, when we talk about the governance side, so again, there are no AI rules, but down the line, we will also have AI governance rules where we need to be compliant to it. So this platform is completely built on those governance platforms. So users and the teams, they don't have to sweat. I see the CISOs, they really get into a panic situation when the audits happen. So this is an automated module where you just need to upload your documents, and it will automatically tell you what is your compliance level, where you are failing your compliance. You just need to upload a document, AI looks into it, and give you the recommendation. It also have one more model, which is AI third party, TPRM. So when you talk about you collaborating with other third party OEMs, so TPRM module takes care of it. So again, the vendors you work with, you can upload their documents, it can give you the cautionary, and again, tell that what are the risks we see with these OEMs you are working with. I'll just take another 2 minutes. So again, in Varonis, so what we have done, so again, AI latches on the data, so it's a data problem. So what we have done, we have built a combined platform where we look at the data, and we feed in the right ingredients to the AI, that what is the sensitive data, what are the access levels, what are the permissions, so we can safely enable these AI modules. I'll take a pause here and check if any questions. Yep. Yes. Yeah, so when we talk about, so let me rephrase the question. So do you take prompt guardrails? Yes, the platform has the capability. So when we talk about prompt guardrails, if you want that a specific prompt or specific keyword or specific kind of a prompt should not reach the model, we can filter those prompts before they reach the model. On the other say around, so if there is a data which is a sensitive data which is being referenced by the prompt or being displayed, I can also go and filter, or I can anonymize, or I can tokenize that data and get it back to the user. So yes, we can do those things. Any other question from the audience? All good? Yep. Yes. So when we talk about the red teaming and penetration testing, so we see this is a big problem nowadays. So as we are building AI models, training our LLMs, now somebody comes and poison my model or try to make my model mice. So when we talk about red teaming, so we can frame those attacks and we can check the biasness of the model. We have hallucination kind of attacks. And again, we can also do and poisoning attacks, or we can frame the prompts that we can temper the model and check the agent. So in the red teaming, when we do it, so it gives you the complete report that can this model be tempered, can be poisoned. So all that report comes in the red teaming.
Thank you so much, sir.